Welcome back. I am T the Oracle. Thank you for tuning in for another video. So today's video we'll go ahead and focus in on the water signs. So of course that would be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So for the month of November, what are our water signs to expect? What should you know? What should you understand? What should you look out for? All of under that umbrella, right? So let's go ahead and shuffle the cards and then see what spirit has to reveal for our water signs for the month of November. All right, let's get a few more shuffles in here. One more shuffle. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, so first card that was pulled here is the Food and Hunger card in the reverse. We have Asia. We have Persecution and Inquisition. Ooh, baby. Spirituality and Religion. Let's pull one more. I don't know why I keep Health in the reverse. Let's stop right here because baby, this is a mouthful already. All right. So we'll go ahead and start off with the first card here. All of them are in the reverse. So you have the Food and Hunger card. This is what it looks like right standing. So for my water signs, what does this mean for you? Number one, every single card that came out in the reverse, this lets me know this is time for self-preservation. This is time for preservation, right? So what does that mean? That means to pull everything that you have together, all of your resources, bring everything in and make sure that you hold on to it. So it's more of holding on to what you have now as opposed to a lot of things going out. And this can equate in many different areas of your life, not just food, not just finances, but even in your mental capacity, your mental aspect. You know, how people say protect your mental mind. So, you know, protecting yourselves for certain things that can cause you harm or hinder you, or put you in a predicament that you don't want to be in. So when we look at this Food and Hunger card, what are some of the things that could put you in a predicament that you particularly would not like to be in? Overspending. And I know a lot of people say, I'm not even overspending. I don't make enough. Things are too high. Like, I'm not even overspending and I'm still in a deficit. I still can't pay certain bills or I have to make arrangements for certain bills. There's one thing that you know you need for sure. You know you need food. You know you need water. Okay? You know you need a place to stay, right? And, you know, depending on where you stay, you know, you may need a vehicle or, you know, enough money for public transportation, right? But you don't play with your food and water and your shelter, right? So, you know, even if you have to rearrange certain things to make sure that you have the necessities, and sometimes you have to do that, right? So if you have to make arrangements for certain things or pull back on certain things if you can, then that will be good. I also do know that we're in the month of November, so of course December will be coming around. So if you and your family do celebrate the holidays or celebrate Christmas and you have children or, you know, special people that you want to be able to, you know, gift them to show your appreciation, this is definitely the time. I know previously it was probably the time, you know, a couple months ago, but definitely at this time, if you're looking to partake in that, definitely make sure that you are counting every little bit counts. Make sure you're saving. More is being stable and staying in your home than what's coming out, okay? This also can represent that there may be a little bit of shakiness and stability or a little bit of ups and downs in regards to basic necessities. So that's why I'm saying make sure you kind of just hold on to what you have and, you know, Don't make any type of big decisions where you have to put finances in a certain area, or a lot of money going out. This is really the time to save, okay? Then you have this Asia card in a reverse. Let's take a look and see what it looks like right standing. All right. To me, this is also connected to the spirituality card, that's also in the reverse. Um, this overall energy is giving like either a standing point and or blockage. The standing point can become a blockage. It can turn into a blockage, if you understand what I'm saying. So you come to a point where everything is at a standstill. And you're like, okay, I have to stop here. This is the gray area. This is between black and white. This is the gray area. This is the pit stop. This is the rest stop. So I can be able to gather myself, gather my resources, gather everything that I need so I can move to the next point. Okay, so you're in the gray area or the middle ground. Okay, that's what we call it, right? And in being in that area, sometimes you can get stuck. You may not be able to get out of that for specific reasons. Like I said, it may be finances. It may be may be scared to make certain decisions or certain moves because you're like, if I make this decision and it doesn't pan out the way that I want it, it can put me in an even worse position. You know what I mean? And just kind of being afraid to move out of your comfort zone. And then with the spirituality, with your mind being preoccupied with what you need to do right now, and you've kind of been at that point for the last couple months, so it's like your mind is preoccupied and is set on a certain thing. You really haven't had time to be able to focus on self-preservation, so your mental state, your spiritual state, and whatever it is that you do to help preserve yourself. So at this point right now, it's a critical point where you pull yourself back together and prioritize in the financial aspect, but also prioritize in self-preservation aspect as well. Okay, so that's what that's giving. Now, persecution and inquisition, and then you have the health. Now, you may be experiencing certain things when it comes to your career, which is tied to finances. So your job, you may experience, I would say, unpleasant dealings on your job, dealing with either co-workers or your manager, or they may be putting too much work on you, or saying that the work that you're doing is not good enough, constantly getting reviews or coachings or different things like that. This can take a toll on your health as well. So coupled with this and worried about this and not taking care of this can really weigh on this physically. So everything is connected and everything runs hand in hand. And so you really have to prioritize, like I said, even if you have to take a sticky note or a sheet of paper and prioritize what needs to be done. Even write down a budget, to go back to what I said about the food and hunger card, right? Everything has to be prioritized in order for things to work. This is crunch time. Things are a lot tighter at this point right now. And so prioritization and making sure that you're focusing on the right thing at the right time is key, okay? So it's a little tough at this point right now, but you can get through it, all right? So just prioritize, focus, self-preservation, save, and you'll be able to kind of make it from this critical point that you'll experience for this November, all right? Peace.